So a while back, I made a YouTube video called Some Heartfelt Advice for Closet Intuitives. And I went back and I watched that and I was like, dude, I need to add on to this, except make it more positive, because now that I've been a professional intuitive counselor for a while, I feel like I have more to add to the subject. And I wanted people to know the advantages of coming out of the closet as an intuitive and speaking your truth despite the entire world thinking that you've gone crazy. Number one, it's a higher level of existence. It really is, because you're aligned with truth. So guess what that means? It means the law of attraction and universal energies are responding to you actively speaking your truth. You're opening that throat chakra and you're saying, hello world, this is who I really am. And so the universe is going to respond to that because you're actually honoring yourself. Coming out of the closet as an intuitive is an act of self-love. You're honoring yourself. You're proud of it. So universal energies are like, oh, self-love. Because they're always looking for truth and self-love. So you're going to attract love, abundance, serenity, financial abundance onto your path. So by doing that, by speaking your truth, the universe responds to it in fantastic ways. So your power manifestation is going to be a little crazy. If you ask for something, it's going to show up. If you reach for something, it'll be there. Your needs, you'll feel like a fish swimming with the current. You'll just be in the flow because it's your life purpose. It's what you're supposed to be doing. You're opening your heart to humanity as well. If you're in the closet, are you opening your heart to humanity and saying, hey, I want to use my God-given gifts and talents to help others? No, you're in the closet. You're hiding it. You're ashamed. You're sad. Your ego's taking over. You're afraid what people are going to think. You're not using your God-given gifts and talents to help humanity, so you're opening your heart, so you've got energy flowing out of your throat, energy flowing out of your heart, out of your crown, because you're connecting to the other side. So you're a match for fantastic things. I'm actually getting a little freaked out because I know the law of attraction has been intensified lately. We can tell by all of the stuff flying at Donald Trump right now. The law of attraction, the volume on it is being turned up right now, and I personally am noticing that, and I'm sure you guys are as well, but it's a little creepy. I was at like a 3-day seminar last weekend, and it was like the first couple of days, weekend before last actually, the first couple of days were, mellow. And I was like, this water. I'm like, I want lemon in this water. And then on the third day, all of a sudden the entire container of water for everybody had like a bunch of lemons at the top of it. And I was like, hey, was that for me? And just really creepy things. I had bought a necklace like a couple months back, and I was like, oh, no matching earrings. I'm like, this necklace is pretty crazy. Some matching earrings for it would be pretty cool, just to have the set. And literally, I went shopping the other day for birthday presents, and I found matching earrings. And I'm like, what are these doing here? So much later, the necklace long gone. It's these little matching earrings. Exact same set, style, design, everything. Not like a close match, an actual match. And I'm like, thanks. So just the smallest requests I have, I notice are happening. It's kind of creepy. But anyway, you're in the flow. You're in the flow. Law of attraction works in your favor. Universal energies are working to help you. So ask for what you want, what you need. Membership has its privileges. There are advantages to doing this work. The other side takes care of you. If they ask you to do stuff and you do it, then you ask them for stuff, and then maybe they'll do it. If it's for your highest good, or something small like earrings, it just doesn't matter. It just makes you happy because you're obsessed with jewelry. Another thing is that I wanted to bring up the friendship thing again, because obviously your friends and family are gonna think that you've all gone crazy. So friendships, relationships, etc. Right? If your friends think you're absolutely insane, then they're not an energetic match for you. Your friends don't even really know who you are, so your friendship's technically fake. I hate to tell you that. If your friends don't know you for who you really are, your true authentic self, because you're not showing that to them, it's not their fault. But if you show it to them and then they're like, yeah, and they run away, you're not an energetic match for them. It's an inauthentic relationship. So unfortunately, that's another crappy truth that you need to digest. But truth is truth. So go out there and find some friends who are energetic matches for yourself, because those friendships are going to mean more, and they're going to be, more special. But the friendships with the intuitive community are pretty fun, because you can do reads on certain situations and then call them and say, hey, what are you getting on this? And then see if it matches. It's kind of fun to have them confirm stuff for you in your life. Like, hey, I'm getting that I'm going to meet somebody. Can you tell me more about him? Hey, I'm getting that, I'm supposed to, get pregnant. Can you tell me more about my baby? And you compare notes. It's really fun. So it's a whole nother level of existence. Along those same lines, the guidance that the other side provides is priceless. Should I go left or right at this intersection? I mean, obviously, if you come out of the closet as an intuitive and you go pro, you're working that muscle all the time. So you're going to be connected to the other side constantly, and they're going to provide you that guidance, on the road, while you're at the grocery store, guide you to the right, homeopathic things if you're not feeling well, right? You need that. So if your angels are constantly flapping around you and you can hear them, feel them, see them, whatever. Yeah, that's important. You want that. That's a good thing. It's a positive. Guidance, what you're supposed to be doing. Another aspect to, this industry is also the Reiki. I don't want to dismiss Reiki healing. If you're a healer, you have the power to heal people mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. So that Reiki healing is going to come in handy as well. Healing yourself, hands-on self is what they call it. Healing your friends. I do Reiki on Toonses all the time. When I do Reiki, it's more like a seance. I got blackout windows, air conditioning. The place is totally dark. Candles are lit. And then I play this really soft flute music with a thunder rainstorm at the same time. And as soon as I turn that on, Toonses comes running, because he knows it's going to be this nice, relaxing atmosphere for him to sleep. So he runs in when I do that, because he's like, yeah. And so I do Reiki on him, and he likes it. So you do Reiki on your pets. He loves it. Toonses has never been happier and healthier, so he's doing really well right now. Rock on. So, yeah, don't dismiss Reiki either. So that's another thing is, I don't want to just make this video for closet intuitives. This is for the mediums, the people that talk to the deceased, the psychics, people that talk to spirit guides, angels, and for Reiki healers. Or maybe they're afraid to walk around saying, hey, I'm a healer, because people are going to think you're a big egotistical freak. Well, that's another difficult truth, but there are advantages to that, right? As you're healing other people, you're also receiving that healing energy. So it's going through you. So you're also getting the healing. Benefits you as well. And you have the opportunity to heal others. So again, membership has its privileges. Another thing that I wanted to bring up that's really important is personal growth and development. The other side is all about soul's growth. So when you are out there speaking your truth and doing your thing, you are developing virtues, because you are gaining the virtues of self-love and, self-reliance and, personal power, because you're forced to, because coming out of the closet and speaking this difficult truth, you're forced to go through all of these challenges, but these challenges result in virtues gained. So that's actually really important, is you go through a personal growth and development phase where you end up going through this tunnel, and on the other end of the tunnel, you're really proud of yourself. You already went through that shame and people casting shame and judgment at you and throwing darts, and you're like, ouch, 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 ouch. And then you go through self-love, self-acceptance, and you come out the other end stronger. Well, part of that stronger is the virtues that you gained in the process of going through those challenges. So when you come out the other end of the tunnel, you look back and at who you used to be, the soul you used to be, and you're thinking, wow, I am completely different now, in a good way. And when you look at the storm that you weathered and how you're different, you're literally like, how could I have changed this much? How could I have metamorphosized this much? It's like, well, it would take a dramatic situation like what you just went through in order to cause that change in your soul. So you are now an energetic match for the divine himself. So you just strengthened your divine connection by speaking your truth. So congratulations, you are now considered a, quote, higher soul. So you're going to have more powerful intuition, more powerful healing, and more powerful power manifesting. When I was in marketing, I didn't think the law of attraction existed at all. I could try to manifest all day long. Nothing would happen. The energy was flat because I wasn't aligned with truth. Yeah, got to be aligned with truth. If you want to command the power of the light, you have to be an energetic match for the light. That includes your truth, no matter what it is. So another thing is knowledge, just flat out knowledge, because, I know a lot of people like to say, oh, unicorns and butterflies and rainbows and, oh, it's so fluffy. Have fun living in your little land of, fairies flopping around your head, Christine. This is the pursuit of universal truth. It just is. These universal truths are absolute, so you are gaining knowledge, and knowledge is power. And another thing that's actually pretty cool is your spirit guides keep you company. You're never alone. I'm actually a social person. I do like people, but I can be the biggest loner on the planet. Why? Because I'm never really alone. If I spend the day by myself, am I ever really alone? Not really. Not really. I'm not alone. I got them hanging out all the time. So, they keep you company. You're never really alone. You're constantly connected to your higher self, your angels, other people's higher selves. You just gotta quiet your mind in order to hear it and experience it, feel it, etc. And another thing is we see the world in black and white. Well, I do, because that's what they taught me. The collective consciousness sees the world in black and white because truths just are. And they're one big collective consciousness that agrees on the truth. So there's not really whole disagreements about the truth. But, part of speaking your truth and aligning yourself with this path is leading a life in just a very deliberate way. Your choices, your actions, just more deliberate, just so clear, just so, no, you can't do that. And people who haven't had my experiences, it's really hard for me because I'm like, no, I really need to explain to you why you can't do that. You're going to attract, darkness to yourself. Huh? I'm like, yeah, just take my word for it, please. So it's true. It's just deliberate. The truth is not subjective. Everyone's like, oh, let me be respectful of your beliefs. You're an atheist. I'm not. Let me be respectful of that. It's like, okay. Well, I'm going to make a video letting atheists know what the consequence is of that belief system. Because it's wrong. Truth just is. It's not subjective. And I know we're very, very respectful of each other's belief systems, whatever. But the truth is not subjective at all. And that's their job to tell us what it is. But it could be as big as does God exist, or as small as, what car am I supposed to be driving? Where am I supposed to live? Who am I supposed to date? What kind of clothes am I supposed to wear? What's the most authentic representation of me? What car should I drive that's going to make me happy, that I'm going to love? Where should I live that I'm going to be happy and comfortable, that I'm going to love? Well, they pick. They guide me to those places. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this seems cool. So do you see how it's just very deliberate? Like I have that comfort level. I live where I'm supposed to live. I drive what I'm supposed to drive. I wear what I'm supposed to wear. And it's for my highest good. I don't feel controlled. I don't feel like I have no free will. It's highest good. It's a trust. It's a trust that I develop with that guidance. Like, rock on. Thank you. This is awesome. Yeah. It's a trust. It's pretty nice. Another thing is they wanted me to let you guys know that it's all you. In speaking your truth, I just want to reiterate, because I said this in my previous video, that people are responding to you. So I would sit at parties and, people would ask me what I do, that question that I feared greatly. And I'd say, I'm a psychic medium, like I wouldn't want to talk about it. Or I would make something up and just say, oh, I'm a counselor. But as time went on, the other side wouldn't really allow me to do that. They would say, no shame. Stop telling people you're a counselor. Tell people what you are. And later I just started having more fun with it. I would tell people I was, a palm reader or a fortune teller. And I would smile as I said it, or I'd start giggling. And they loved it. It would put them at ease. Because if you are uncomfortable, they're uncomfortable. And if your wall goes up, their wall is going to go up. Or they're going to quickly change the subject because they're going to sense your discomfort and they're going to try to be sweet about it. Now I'm like joking about it. So they start asking questions and they're amused by it. And it's lighthearted. Just lightens everybody up. They're not really scared. They're kind of like, oh, read my palm, you know. But it is amusing. You know, a lot of times the other side will guide strangers to me who are having career problems because my specialty is life purpose, because aligning you with your life purpose is aligning you with truth. So, yeah, like I'll just so happen to start talking to the person who's, you know, experiencing a career transition at that exact moment. Surprise, surprise. The other side, you know, brings us together. But yeah, again, like people are, you know, responding to your attitude towards yourself. So be proud. Be proud. They're responding to you. So you have a little more control over it than you think. And the other side is also very protective of you, just so you know. I hope this is still on the screen. So I kind of like put my camera high at like a high level today. The other side is also very protective of you. You work for them, they're going to take good care of you. So, for example, they asked me to disable my comments on YouTube because they didn't really like what people were saying. So, they're very protective. They just had me disable comments and that was that. They're like, yeah, sorry, you're a teacher, just teach. Just post, that's it. All right. One-way communication, I guess. But they're protective. And, of course, you know, last but not least, I need to reiterate the whole self-love thing. Because self-love comes up in every video now because it's one of the highest virtues. So this is really, really important, is what type of opinion do you have of yourself? You know, what message are you sending to yourself if you don't come out of the closet? If you stay in the closet, are you sending a message to yourself that, you know, you don't accept yourself? Well, other people don't accept me, so I don't either. And then you're always going to have that person around you speaking for the dark, saying, you know, well, you can't do that. Everyone's going to think you're crazy. By the way, I think you're crazy too. That's dumb. No, whatever. Yeah, you owe it to yourself to shine your light and share your gifts with the world. So I really hope you do. And, you know, it's almost like sitting on top of a mountain and enjoying the view. And the people at the bottom of the mountain saying, well, I don't feel like climbing the mountain. It's like, well, I want the view, but I don't feel like climbing the mountain. I don't want to have to do that, Christine, because the climb sucks. I'm like, yeah, the climb does suck. But once you get to the top, you get to enjoy the view, and it's worth it. So I guess that's what I would have to say, is it's worth it. It's an authentic life. But, you know, I was so disconnected from myself, if I think about it. I mean, I was in marketing, and I didn't realize that my life purpose was psychic medium. Guess who told me what my life purpose was? Other psychics. They're the ones who opened my eyes and said, by the way, you're supposed to be doing something else. And I thought they were smoking dope. Other psychics helped me on my path with their gift. See how that works? But look at how disconnected I was from myself. I didn't know I was supposed to be doing this work. They told me. And then it started resonating more and more and more as time went on. It made more sense later. It's a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-love. And you just put one foot in front of the other. There's no race. There's no, oh my gosh, I have to hurry up and get out of the closet. You can like open the door, peek out, kind of come out very slowly, in your own time, your own comfort level. There's no rush. This isn't a race. Spirit guides are very patient. But it's that intent, it's that free will decision based in self-love that you're making to the universe. And universal energies respond to that by bringing abundance onto your path. And like I said, you're brought to a whole nother level of existence. Because when I look at my old life, would never want it back. So there's your proof. Years later, do I want my old life back? No. Do I want to go back in the closet where everyone thought I was sane? No. It's fun to march to the beat of your own drum. It's fun to be different. So get out there and wave your freak flag with pride. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.